Right. We've got something to tell you.
Yeah.
And it's going to be honest. And hopefully you'll just accept it the way it is without having any prejudice or forming any blame or anything like that.
Mm.
So, as you probably worked out from the last video, Austria was the last thing that we ever recorded on our little trip.
Yeah.
Because we had an argument that turned bad, and yeah, you almost left, didn't you?
Yeah, I was trying to fit everything that I could possibly fit into my little backpack to get on a plane and come back to the UK by myself, because it was a raging argument.
It was a bad one, and I think we both decided at that stage that it can't carry on.
No, I mean, you'd already seen bits of it, like I said in Mardin, that we'd had a bit of a thing, and we always have this thing of wanting to get arguments over quickly, and it's not been quite so quick to get over them lately.
No.
So
this isn't the only time that it's got nearly that bad.
Yeah.
So
I mean, we've always been honest and said, you know, people ask us all the time, do you ever fall out? And we're like, boy, do we fall out. But it's always quick to get back. But yeah, there's something more was needed.
Yeah.
To sort this out.
And what was needed really was space.
Yeah.
From each other. Not that obviously we hate each other or anything like that. But obviously to remove the concept of that frustration and anger towards each other was important, because otherwise I don't think we'd have made it.
No.
Whereas,
it was getting very nitpicky. I mean, I've not been I've not been backwards in coming forwards about my perimenopause stuff, and I do believe that it's got a lot to answer for, because my anxiety, bits of depression, whatever, body image stuff has been off the scale. But lately, my goodness, angry. I have never been so angry in my entire life. I am not an angry person, and I've been being angry and nasty, and I'm not nasty. I've never been that way, so no. I've not particularly liked myself, and I just wanted to stop it.
So we've been back now for about a month or so. So over the past month, I've been editing videos. You've been watching all the videos. We've had a couple of weeks apart. Well, more than a couple of weeks apart. We had a couple of weeks apart, and then after that couple of weeks, we've been obviously talking and everything in the meantime, but you stayed with our daughter and I stayed in the van, and we decided...
And that was my choice, by the way.
Yeah.
I asked John to just drop me off and bugger off, basically.
Yeah. But we went through all the options, like, do we get an Airbnb and hire a car? So Mandy's got like a month or 3 months or whatever to go and get the space she needs and go out and see things or whatever. But ultimately, this lifestyle, not only is it brilliant, but it's quite addictive as well, isn't it?
And it's one we both chose. We were both incredibly excited to do it. So the idea of me sat in one place, even with a hire car, even being so close to my family still, it still felt like I was taking a massive backward step into something I really didn't want to do. So after lots of talking and still time apart, we both decided that this isn't going to be a quick fix. It's not going to be a month in an Airbnb fix. No. So we decided to buy me a van. My choice again, and I got to choose my little van, which I'm very, very happy with. And so far, it's been brilliant. We have both enjoyed being able to do our own little thing for a bit, you know, still talking with video chat all the time and stuff. And as you can see, you know, we are together now.
Yeah. You will see Mandy's van. It's parked right next door. So that'll be a future video of us going through, buying it and looking for it, and then making it so that it's livable for you and stuff like that.
And I think one of the things that was a bit, I mean, this isn't just I've got some weekend stuff in the van. All of my stuff is in my little van.
Which, strange enough, has left this van almost empty.
John's MPG's gone up so much, it's unbelievable. But we decided upon this for me to get a smaller van. I don't need a big van. Technically, John doesn't need a van this big either. But
actually, if you think about what we both need from each van, you need this van for all the crap that you carry around with you.
That would be so dangerous. I can't. And literally.
And I need your little van because I've got more space for camera gear than I have for clothes.
But this van, hopefully, all being well, once we decided to get the van, we both started getting excited because we could see a bit of light at the end of the tunnel. We could see the possibilities of what we're actually going to get out of it. So we decided that we could convoy together. We could travel in one van, in this van, if we wanted to. Or we could do our own thing and go and just literally do what we needed to do. If it was me sitting in one place for 5 days because I don't like moving all the time, or John doing some massive epic driving trips, which he absolutely loves to do, then, you know, we both get to do it instead of our lives being nitpicky because we're constantly compromising. And I know that's what marriage is all about, but when that's all it's about, or it feels like that's all it's about, then little changes need to be made, I think.
And the idea of getting a van was the fact that it gives us an infinite amount of time to just work out whatever we need to each work out, for you to see what you need to see, you to be Mandy without being, you know, sort of John's wife or Cooper's mum or whatever. And then obviously in time we can both work out what it is we want from it. Because
the van's paid up for a year, so we've got a year of relatively
it's just
easygoing time. Yeah, it's just a diesel. I might not be moving very far, but it's enough time that there's no pressure to feel like you need to be moving forward. We've both got lists of things that we're working on. I've got some new supplements and things. Saffron extract is your friend, all my perimenopausal women out there. It's amazing stuff. But there's things that we're working on for ourselves as well as for our marriage, and I think it's both going to be it's going to be good for everything. So there are things to deal with, and then we're going to now have the time and space to do that without also having the added pressures of being married and travelling on different schedules and all of this kind of thing.
Yeah.
So.
I mean, I've spent the past week sort of travelling around seeing friends and picked up my parcel from Daz, you know, the one that went to Turkey. Finally made its way back from Turkey, so yeah, picked up the parcel from Daz. So one of the things that was talked about in that is that obviously in normal life you've got a work family and a home family, and you can talk about the work family to the home family or the home family to the work family or whatever, and it's all separate, and it feels like you've got two different places that you're in each day. And for, well, almost 2.5 years now, we've lived in this van for 2 years, and then our previous van that we had for about 2 years, but we only lived in that for about 6 months. So for 2.5 years it's just been us, and it does take its toll, and the more pressure you put on yourself, the more that becomes apparent. And I think what broke it was the fact that going through Slovenia and Austria, we were trying to find beautiful epic park-ups, and certainly the biggest argument was on the day that we got into Austria, and it wasn't the day we got there, but on the day that we had the biggest argument, was just the fact that it's a lay-by at the side of a road, and that's today's park-up sort of thing. It's nothing special, and it's all those added pressures you put on yourself, and there's no release from it, and that's just something that obviously we not only need to recognise for future travels and sort things out so that it doesn't get to that point again, but also to recognise the fact that you do need space. So this is us having space, really.
And I think sometimes it sounds trivial with the little things, but when you do have two people that do things differently or would like to have things differently, that something like that being for the 50 millionth time while you're out on this epic trip, and it becomes a sticking point. And other things always get thrown into the melee, don't they, when it happens and whatnot. So it's yeah, it is one of those things. It seems to be the right choice for us because we're sat next to each other now.
I was going to say the last month has proven that to be, totally what was needed, really.
Yeah.
That we're still talking, that we still love each other, and the fact that we miss each other when the other person's not there, as opposed to sitting there going, "Oh, thank Christ they're not around."
Yeah, a little bit of that still, maybe.
Right, okay.
No, it definitely feels like it was the right move. And I've done the opposite to John. John's been seeing everybody, bless him, and keeping in touch with everybody. And then I reverted to my type when I get a thing with anxiety and whatnot. And I didn't text anybody. I've been texting my daughter. And thank you to all my lovely friends who have got in touch because they know what's going on because of what John's been talking about. But yeah, me and Koopy just found ourselves some roadside park-ups or little places out of the way where there's some nice walks and stuff. And I just sat there, and I've been looking for a job. And I've just been trying to figure out how to be me by myself for a little bit because I never have. I was a mum at 18, and I think that somehow that's all crept up on me. I've never been in a supermarket. Well, I've done it once now. Been in a supermarket and bought shopping just for me.
Yeah. We've been sharing Cooper, by the way, just so you work out. So I've had him for a couple of weeks, Mandy's had him for a couple of weeks.
Yeah. And then obviously we'll work out on what's best for Koopy because he loves both vans.
Yeah.
He's perfectly happy in either. And yeah, it depends on who's doing what to who's going to get it.
Yeah.
So it's it's been going well. It's good.
One thing I would like to say, sorry to interrupt on that one, but one thing I would like to say, going off from the fact that obviously Mandy's gone the opposite for me and stepped back a bit, is I would like to say that's why there's not much of answers or interaction on social media. So although I've been editing videos and putting posts out and things like that, it's Mandy that normally deals with like comments and replies and all that kind of stuff.
Yeah, I will get back to it. I will get back and do it. We're working on what we're going to do with videos going forward.
Yeah.
I've done loads of recording while I've been out and about. Goodness knows what John's going to be able to make of that. And it's been the first time I've been by myself, so still in mega hormonal perimenopausal thing. I can't get a sentence out without my bottom lip sticking out half a mile, so I'll apologise in advance for that kind of thing. But yeah, we're hoping that we'll still get some stuff out of me doing whatever I'm doing, John doing whatever he's doing, both of us doing things together, maybe a mix of both.
Yeah.
So we're just going to go and work with what we've got and try and find some interesting stuff to put out for you guys, because one thing that we found amongst all of this is that the making of YouTube videos, where sometimes it's been added pressure to get the stuff done and get the content and get edited, it's been wonderful, and we've enjoyed every minute of it, so we don't want to stop.
No, not at all. I love it. I love the going out and doing things to record it. I love the editing and all that kind of stuff.
And you love being stopped this morning.
Yeah.
Out with Koopy, we had a couple come over and say hi, and we can never get enough of that. Honestly, it's wonderful, and we're hoping to keep going. So if you wouldn't mind, please bear in with us and see what we come up with. And I'm sure we'll have some epic road tripness coming back in.
Yeah.
I'll be cooking in a different van.
There you go.
John made me pizza for my tea last night. And these are the little things that are really good improvements, I think. Can't remember the last time he made me tea, apart from...
It's your birthday a couple of years ago when I made you crumpets.
Oh, no, it might have actually been ham and egg and chips on over the fire in lockdown. Was that the most recent one?
No, that was before crumpets.
Was that before crumpets?
Yeah.
Yeah, so crumpets for my birthday. On
Holy Island.
Holy Island.
Holy Island, what it is, yeah. But yeah, I've got a lot of mods that I've been making to the van since we got back. Fixing little niggles that we found while we were away, or improving things like improving the charge and batteries, and some improvements to the looks of the van as well.
And obviously he's been doing lots of work on my little van.
Yeah.
I don't know what I'd do without him but I don't know what I'd do without him for all of the wonderful things for that you've been doing for the van, making sure I've got everything I need and making sure that it's safe and secure and all of the things.
It's a 22-year-old van that's not had much love in its life, so plenty of things didn't work.
Yeah.
So.
However, the engine is sound. The gearbox and clutch have just been reconditioned, haven't they? So that's sweet as a nut. So it drives really well. What's it called? Topically, the aesthetics, it looks okay. There's nothing falling to pieces, but there's been a few little things behind it, a few lovely improvements as well. So,
well, this is your image of the van you wanted, isn't it? So.
Yeah, which is quite funny, really. We've both been watching obviously we watch lots of YouTube, and there was a little van on one of these YouTube channels, and I just kept saying, oh, I love the layout of that, it's so cute, and look at how you can have all the beds and stuff, it's so versatile, and oh, isn't that lovely, I just love the look of it. And it seems that I bought it.
Subliminal messaging.
Didn't even realise until after the fact that we'd actually bought the same van. So there was some fate going on in the world then from something I'd said a while back, which was very cool. So
that's pretty much, obviously, without being too personal, but what happened in Australia and why the trip ended abruptly. Going back to one of the things we said about my family member, who was my mum, who was quite poorly in hospital. She's doing better now, but I couldn't get to see her anyway, even when I got back, because they live in Wales, and Wales have a COVID lockdown in hospitals and that. So, but yeah, thanks for everyone who asked about family member. So yeah, it did get a bit fraught. Yes, good choice of word. And these things happen, and this is the way we're going to deal with it. So. For you guys, it means probably more content.
Yeah.
2 points of view. And Camp A and Camp B for which style of travel you like, maybe the slow and steady, because it is quite a slow van, or the fast-paced adventure style stuff. So yeah, we shall see.
Yeah.
I might even do some cooking. There's a couple of YouTube videos I can watch that tell me how to cook in a pan.
In one pan?
Yeah, and I bought the same pan that person uses as well.
Did you buy it off the website?
I did.
You did.
So there you go. We shall see.
So you might see two vans around with us both. It seems I'm incognito for a little bit when I'm in my van, which...
yeah, that's not going to last long, because the next video is going to be all about you buying your van.
Yeah.
So enjoy that for maybe a couple of weeks.
Oh, well, I don't know if I do enjoy it or not, because I bumped into some people on the towpath in the canal the other day, and that was lovely having a chat with them. So yeah. But no, it's all for the greater good.
Yeah, the greater good.
I knew you were going to say that.
Name the film, people. The greater good. Anyway.
So yeah.
Right, so hopefully... you'll, like say, bear with us while we work out where we go and what we do, and I'll work out how to edit Mandy's videos.
I don't envy him at all. Honestly, some of the stuff be good fun. This will be a test of John's editing skills.
Thanks for that.
For my kind of
I needed it.
Yeah, well, you give yourself. I'm not well. Actually, in normal standard days, I give you a test.
Yeah.
For stuff, I've not done an outro for my last bits of stuff. So.
That's all right. I think most people have probably worked out as well that for the last month there's been no outros with us both, because basically I've been editing here, back in the UK, and Mandy's not been with me.
No.
So
you done well.
Thanks very much.
Good videos.
Yeah. Right, it's enough waffle for us. Let's crack on with our new little deviation in life.
Yeah.
And see where we get.
Yeah. Hopefully. Only good things.
Yeah, absolutely. So thanks for sticking with us, guys.
Yes, thank you.
If you're new to the channel, please subscribe, because, I mean, why not?
You never know what you're going to get.
Exactly.
Yeah, and go and watch all the back catalogues, because we did some epic travel in this last 6 months.
Exactly. Right, and folks, take care.
Take care,
guys.
See you soon.
Bye.
Bye.